one ER about the other. Listen up, you're at an ira time in your life. Right now, you listen to Avril. Let the truth be known.
In the politics area, you know, she have it.
Never had a boring moment in my life.
She's the voice of the Caribbean.
Back as I remember, I was never alone. Queen Avril is on the throne. No more feeling lonely. Avril rules the air, you know. Every day is like an Avril day.
Let me check myself. Okay, let me check my. Okay, let me check myself. Okay, I guess I'm here. One of those nights and one of those days. So tonight I'm here, but still not here. It's just one of those nights and one of those days, and you can let me know if you're hearing me. Just feel free to let me know, because I can't hear myself tonight. And if you could hear the background, you would understand why, but I am going to be here with you short tonight. Okay?
Things I had. He said this, she said that, you say something, it don't have to be true. But when they're done with you, you could vex till you blue. Go to a lawyer and still get pressure. If you say demons running like fire, them troublemaker, they're worse than a traitor. You don't have to buy a newspaper. What they say you say, what happened today?
You heard it, and if you don't figure out the song, then you're not an island girl or an island boy. So that was for some of you folks out there. That song was for you. So I'm just coming to you tonight, very short. I don't know if you're hearing the noise in the background, but I'll be with you short tonight. So get it, because short can be sweet. All right, I'm here. If you want to tell me good night, feel free to do that. I mean, tonight is not the crazy night. I have to behave myself tonight for many reasons. But if you're out there tonight and you tune in, I want to say thank you for tuning in with me tonight. I'm going to be brief because I have to break the cycle on certain things tonight. And this show is Janet Dixon. Good night to you, my sweetheart. My Antiguan, Jamaican, I don't know where she's from. This woman is from all over the place. But anyway, tonight, bear with me. I wonder if my wig, I don't even know if my wig fits right, but regardless to that, you know, I can care less about wig on right or on backwards. We're going to do the show. Okay, so tonight, I'm here tonight, and if you could hear the noise, it's because they're working on something. But I am going to go into the show with you tonight, and we're going to discuss, when I put up the justice system, a lot of people don't understand it. D. Francis, good night to you, sweetheart. Nice to see the Francis name. I don't understand, for the sake of me, when I say the justice system, someone asks me, what do I mean? But I am going to say something because, as I said, I won't be with you long tonight because of situations. But Kelly Brooks in the Virgin Islands, thanks to you so much. I want to discuss certain things tonight. Why Young, good evening to you. And to everyone who choose to comment and say good night, feel free to do that. There's nothing wrong with letting me know you're watching. You know, even if I don't look right, just big me up and say, Avril, you look good. You turn up. Do like you all do to some of your all friends. You understand? So just tell me I look nice. There's nothing wrong with that. Just pick up my head for a minute. It's not going to be too long because by the time I take off the wig, the head gone back to being what it's supposed to be. But anyway, I am going to talk tonight, viewing from Newton Ground, St. Kitts. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. When my own is supporting me, right? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dee. But listen to me. Dee, you see that I put up that I get engaged, right? So some people tell me that I must stop faking it. And they say I must stop joking. So guess what? I guess they're waiting for me to put up the big picture and say, okay, I did it. I got married. Because I don't think those people want to be invited, if that's the way they're going to talk to me. But anyway, here what we're going to say tonight. I want to ask one question, right? And for those who come on late, I'm not repeating myself, they could watch it again. Now, the question I'm saying, here in the Virgin Islands, right? A high-profile fugitive, a most wanted, a fraudster, right? He was captured in Jamaica and returned to the United States to face federal charge for his role in multi-million-dollar pandemic relief scam. That's one. Then there is another one who was extradited to St. Croix to face attempted murder and firearm charges, right? That's what we're talking about tonight. You have all these people who sometimes, I'm not knocking nobody country, but if you tell me that officers or the government in Jamaica, in wherever, can find people who come to their country, who is wanted, and they're extradited back to America to face charges, right? My question is, why when the killing happened in our islands, we don't find who do it? But we make sure we get rid of the people that come in who are criminals out of our country. Where are the criminals that is committing crime in our islands that's never been found? That's just a question I have to ask. So I am going in to say, we have all these 3 people were killed and 4 others were injured in what police believe was a shootout between a pair of gunmen at a major food festival in Seattle on Sunday. Okay? More than a dozen kids at a New Jersey summer camp got sick after eating chocolate they did not know was laced with magic mushrooms. I'm not going to touch on home for me right now, but I'm just touching on the fact that when you look at somebody in New York, we say we're moving out of New York because of the crime. But when I take a look at Seattle, Mississippi, Texas, Florida, they're doing the same killing, the same murdering, and people like to measure the level of crime in their country, in this state, to say, well, ours is not as bad as yours. My question is, how could a criminal who they said was found is being told this person had how much records already, murder somebody already, but they walk in the street of New York? So I'm sitting here tonight to say, we as a people, we waste too much energy and time on the wrong things, because we all need to sit in some of these courtroom when they're trying these cases. If we have free time, sit in the courtroom to hear these cases. We need to be more jurors. I want to ask a question tonight, and I plan to ask my district attorney, the Honorable Darcel Clark. I went to jury duty, and because I said anyone who murder not supposed to see the street again, they're supposed to have life. And I am not for criminal and murderers. Do you know they dismissed me? They didn't let me serve. Not that I wasn't happy that they sent me home so I could have a reason to talk tonight. But if I say I am against criminal and murderers, and because you are trying a murderer, you didn't see me fit to serve as a juror. Because what are you saying? I am not going to be honest because I'm against murderer? People like me is who you need to hear from. So this tonight, I come to say, I would like to sit down with our Bronx District Attorney. I would like to sit down with some of these people who is lawmakers to find out who is controlling these decisions that are being made. We are living in a community where every corner you turn, our corner street becomes a car wash. If it rain right now, you got to be careful walking because you may slip because of how much oil and grease on the ground. Every corner you turn, somebody, I want to know if they have what should I call it? Permit or whatever it is to have a car wash in front of somebody's business. The police can't do them anything because of the laws. Some of the police hands are tied from a lot of things. And once these young people know, oh, the police can't do us nothing, they can't do this. You ever walk down the street and you see a fire hydrant open like the world is going crazy? Orville Clark, pleasant good evening to you. Elroy Dore, good evening to you. I like when people can tell me if they disagree. I don't want people to watch my show and then send me an inbox. If you disagree with me, write on the post, comment on the post, tell me how you feel about how I feel, because I want to understand, Curlin Thompson, I like to understand how other people view things, but I would like to understand why so much officers has to be arresting the same criminals over and over because they're set free. Is it cheaper to send them back out here to take 10 more people life before you give them life? Because you say, oh, they killed 2 people before. Why were they out on the street, number one? The stuff that is going on in New York City streets, see, I don't live in another state. And if I talk about it, they say you don't live there. But you read things, you hear what's going on. The murder, the guns, it seems to me like guns is like eating chocolate now. You hear 17-year-old who feel that they can shoot somebody with a gun in Texas. Yeah, it hit home for my family, for my people. But a 17-year-old gonna take gun and shoot her mother in her kitchen, where she's there taking care of her children in her kitchen, and you shoot her from outside in the home that she's paying bills for. So tell me now, if I supposed to sit down and hear, oh, he's 17, they're young and they're this, and we make excuse for them. I want to know, when is the system going to get a little tighter that the criminals could feel like, I am not using this gun because I know I'm going to be put away for life. If the prison not big enough, I don't care. Remember, I'm a mother. So I'm not speaking about nobody else's child. I'm not talking about mine. If you're old enough to carry a gun, if you're old enough and feel you could walk around and shoot somebody with a gun, and you go on a bus, somebody says something to somebody, the young boy pull out a gun, 15, and you're shooting up on a bus. Everybody got to run for their life. And you try to tell me that I got to walk outside tomorrow, and when somebody do something to me or somebody that I know, they're going to turn around and tell you that's the same young man that had the shooting at the bus. Why are they out? Why are they out? What is going on with our system? Crystal Baker, thank you for saying good and to comment. People don't like honesty. They don't. If you speak, they get upset. But I am saying tonight, how can somebody kill and shoot somebody, and you sitting down and tell me that you are here and we don't realize that the system is a mess? We in a world of chaos. I'm not talking about just New York. I'm talking about you're going to tell me somebody come to New York, shoot up somebody, get in a car. Good night to you also, Dr. Bent. Get in a car and drive back to the estate. Maybe they need to make sure now that when we go into the tolls, they could search our vehicles, because if they're coming in here with guns and committing crime and then flee and go, you hear they're going to bring somebody back from Jamaica to the Virgin Islands, right? You could kill and then you jump on a plane and go to another man's country. Then how come they find that person? But you have somebody in your country that kill and murder, and you never hear that they find the killers there. Then what do? You have to get paid to do these things. I come back to say the system is in a mess. You're driving on the streets of New York, and you go to some upstate neighborhoods, and you go to some places in Queens, and you can't see the things that you see certain places here in the Bronx. The officers, them having a hard time doing their job because of some of the laws. So I want to know, who do I speak to? I'm throwing it out here because I would like to hear from the lawmakers. I would like to hear from the lawmakers, Gloria Hazel. Who is putting these laws in place that the officers cannot come? You are sitting down. Noise. One time they used to talk about noise. Now, have you ever drive by some of these houses and the garage that's supposed to have the car park? Somehow we just come to America and we just bring what we're accustomed to do back home under the tree and by the neighbor house and play domino, and we think America's supposed to just turn the same way that we are accustomed to in our country. Man, come on, man. You could play your game, you could play your this, you could do what you have to do, but do it with some class. Me say they lock down the sidewalk, you can't walk sometime because a bunch of man and you're scared for your life because you don't know who is who. Because when you hear who shoot who, you say, Jesus Christ, I can't believe that young man I see every day, he live next door to me, he's my neighbor. I walk around with gun. The death penalty need to come back. They used to have this thing stop and frisk, and they fight against it, and I was for it. Because do you know how many people walk down the street and have guns on them? And it's not about the stopping, it's the frisking. You don't have to abuse somebody when you frisk them. But all I'm saying to you, this stop and frisk was saving people. If you're suspicious and you see something and you just want to say, hold on, I just want to talk to you for a minute, and you do things the right way, I am for it. I'm not saying throwing a man up against a wall, Adeline. I'm not saying throwing a man up against a wall and searching him for gun, but I'm saying the stop and frisk used to help us. You driving in New York, the rent is sky high, but your neighbor blasting music all night, and the police can't come and just go and tell them to turn it down anymore because guess what? Oh, the law said this and the law said that. So if you're stopping the police officers from doing their job, how are we going to have peace and live in a good environment. Well, you see, National Night Out is coming up. National Night Out, we're supposed to bring the community and the police and everybody together. That's the time you speak to your officers, Bernice Hatch. We need to live in better quality of life. If you used to own a little 3-bedroom house and you had your little backyard and a little space in between your house and the neighbor house, all of a sudden you see a house going up in between your house and the neighbor house. You can't even breathe in your house anymore. You don't have no windows now to open because everywhere you turn, they're building, they're creating, they're building house all the time. So my thing, what's going on, Joan Martin, with the system? That even me put up my engagement and say I get engaged, and the people them say I must stop joking, stop playing around. They don't take me serious, Adeline. So you know the best thing for me to do? Go on and do what me have to do without anybody. Because maybe you all think grass growing on my face that nobody's supposed to marry me. So I supposed to sit down, and a good woman like me will look good with me wig on, even when it's off. I don't know about when it's off, but anyway, you gonna come tell me now, me not supposed to have the opportunity to say I do and say I'm married now. Me ain't supposed to do that. But I'm supposed to be out here just a fight crime, fight for everybody, helping everybody, but don't help myself. No, I see a wedding on YouTube the other day. The woman was 82 years old. Crystal, these behaviors, they are not allowed. You ever drive to certain places in Queens or certain places upstate or even certain places in the Bronx? Adeline, I know you're happy for me. So, you know, you guys have to come, you know, celebrate with me and do my thing. And you're going to get it. You're going to get the info. It's coming, right? So you trying to tell me I could go in certain neighborhoods where they can't even jealousy and bad mind and kill them. I know, Caroline. They don't want to see people happy, especially me. The minute me put it up, some of them put some stuff there. And yeah, me porridge, he can fix porridge. You know me not gonna marry no man who can't fix porridge. You know that now. But anyway, you trying to tell me that we can come together as a Bronx community and we can come together to say what we would like to see in the Bronx. When the councilman, Kevin Riley, have his meeting, and he is bringing these meetings so we could come out and speak to the stakeholders. Can you all do me a favor and just come out and be there with me? Speak your mind, say how you feel, say what you would like to see and what you're tired of and what's going on that they can fix for you. They create laws and they even want us to bring our ideas so they could put it together and create laws to help us. You guys don't come out to the meeting. Everybody get fed up before they do anything. Why get fed up if you don't come to the meeting to speak your mind? I go and I speak, it sound like it's me alone complaining. Because everybody say, oh, it's the Bronx. You drive around, anybody come to visit, and you're going to tell me everywhere you turn is a car wash on your corner in front of people's business. You pull up the hydrant open, full, running, wasting water. What if there's a fire and they tell you, well, the water power was so low, so they couldn't get to put out the fire? What's going to happen when people's lives are at stake? I say it's too much stupidness. I am not telling you people can't do things right. If everywhere you turn on the corners now, you have the supermarket, and in front of the supermarket, you have those vendors selling the fruits and the vegetable, and I know people need it, but can you just have a selective area for them so it look nice? That is a little market. These are the things that I'm trying to do. But when I get with the councilman and these people and they want to have the meetings and they want to work with us, many of you don't come out. Many of them don't come out. They don't support. And I'm asking you guys, I am going to speak to the DA. I spoke to the officers last week over a situation that somebody's having. And when the officer showed me what he had to do for people that was calling on White Plains Road over this big, this truck and this man up there with this big boom box, just playing music so loud people can't hear the ears. The officers removed the thing, give him a ticket, he went to court, they throw it out. They said the officer didn't write the ticket the way he should have write it. They throw it out. The man put back up the boombox and make noise again. So you trying to tell me the officers them is driving through our neighborhoods and they seeing the car wash them in front of your business, the car wash and everything that's going on, and the officers drive past and do nothing. You try to tell me they can do something? Something is wrong with the whole picture. It means they can't do nothing. So it tells me somebody have license to do whatever they want to do. I don't need to go into a car wash anymore. Businesses are closing down every day. You go into a store, you're soon going to be talking to AI at the register. Because guess what? They are firing the workers. They're not hiring the workers because guess what? People coming in, they're thieving. You go into CVS, everything lock up. You got to be there pressing a button because these thieves come in your place, steal your stuff like they own it, and they go one block and sell them. Thank you so much, darling Castro. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't understand what is going on. So if the politicians them is trying to hold meeting for us, come out. The police holding meeting, come out. Some people say they speak to the police and nothing get done. But maybe what you need to ask them is the protocol and the way things get done. Because maybe we're speaking to the wrong people. So Councilman Kevin Riley keeps meeting every month and he brings out agencies who we need to hear from. You're trying to tell me every corner you turn now. I'm not saying we don't need housing and I'm not saying we don't need place to live, but I wish to God the places them that they're building up, some of our children them can get into them because they're affordable. So these are the things that I'm going after and just want to speak to the people that is making this decision and bring them to Councilman Riley meeting to speak to us and explain to us what is it that we are missing, that our community is falling apart, is in a total mess and disaster. The police can't do nothing. Then who is making the laws and who is breaking the laws? Now you're trying to tell me 17-year-old got gun to shoot somebody? And you let these people come back out to shoot somebody else again? Affordable, that's the word they use every day. But then when they tell you how much you got to make, some of us are not making that kind of money. And they make them where you can't take in your king size bed because the door too small, curl in. And they make them in a way that you can't take in your big fridge because you don't have space to put it. What is affordable? If it's for the youths them to start, then say that, because parents will be glad if the children can go on their own and start a life. But we need to be at the table to have this discussion. I see building go up, I say, oh my God, when did they put this up? By the time I turn around tomorrow, curtains all up. Where's the contacts? Who is getting into them? And they say they have all kind of site that you could go on and fill out and do all these things, which is true. And everybody know how to do these things. Bring them. So people, if I said to you that the councilman is having a meeting and I tell her you come, it's because I'm going to be there and we need to be at the table to have these discussions. When you guys don't show up, and it's hurtful when you have a meeting, you are sitting home and want to see it live. Come out to the meetings. Get involved in your community. And all who say, Avril put up ring and say she'll get married. Oh, please, Avril, you're not tired, play with people. And Avril, you're not tired, do that. Well, guess what? Avril gonna continue to play with the people and talk to the people. Virtues and Section 8. Yes, but see, it's not even nothing wrong with that, because some of them, you have a building, half of the building is Section 8 and the other half they have to rent out. Well, yeah, housing get a portion of the apartments. But what about the people then? Shouldn't there be a waiting list for people who want apartment? Well, here comes Adeline is putting up the Carlin Adeline just put up the link. So people copy it and paste it and go on there. Copy it and paste it and go on there and try to apply. Because I have sons too. Some of the kids, they don't really want to live home because we're miserable, right, Adeline? They want to go on their own. But the rent is pushing them back inside the parents' house. And if you're opening buildings and you're saying affordable, Make it affordable for the youths, them that is working for the little $20 an hour. Give them a chance to start. They're not getting the opportunity because the rent is pushing them back inside. So just don't put up all these buildings and you don't know. You listen, I gone to some community meetings. I hear the word, not in our backyard. We up in this area, the people up in these areas, they just accept whatever and they complain among themselves. But if you call a meeting for them to come out and speak their voice and rally and say what they have to say, we don't do nothing. We just accept everything and just fuss and cuss, hate politicians, we hate the police, we hate this, we hate that. But we are not speaking to the right people to find out how can we help to change some of the situation we're in. You're trying to tell me that 17-year-old could sit down and have gun to shoot? So I supposed to sit down and tell that mother is crying too. Some of the parents, they don't get involved in the kids' house bedroom, you know. They don't know what's hidden. They don't know what's in the children's house, what in their backpack, nothing. Why would kids go to summer camp in New Jersey? Summer camp, you know, for kids. And you have a 10-year-old and you can't enjoy a chocolate because somebody come in there and give them chocolate that is lace. Is when the kids them start passing out, they realize something wrong from the chocolate. Why in God's world anybody could be so bad mind to give children lace chocolate? Because they know kids gravitate to these things. Parents, if your children or your grandchildren are out there, don't stop talking even when they're tired of you talking. They're going to tire of you. But when they see it happen to somebody, they're going to say, you know what, my mom told me that and my grandma told me that. Talk to your children. People are out here, they're dangerous, they're vicious, they're vindictive. If they want children, they know where children are, they know where to go to do the mischief. If they want seniors, they know where to go. All these buildings going up, they need to build more senior houses. When you start to reach retirement age, you need retirement houses because you're on fixed income. It's not everybody retire with 401k and ROTH and ROT and this and all these things. Some people have worked years ago before certain things become put into place. They never had it. So some people just retire on Social Security alone. Where is the retirement homes? Why people got to move all the way down south and all over the place? Because that's where they're building them up. We want them in New York too. So when do we sit at the table? I'm encouraging you guys. When I said the councilman is having a meeting, tell your friends, tell your neighbor and come out. Do not sit down. Seniors are suffering. You're getting old. When you start to get old, you know what you pay for? Medication, medication, medication. Doctor visit, doctor visit, doctor visit. But yet, if you own a house, you can't get certain things because you own a house. If you're poor, it's certain treatment you can get. But you Medicaid does better than some of your insurance out there. You ever have insurance for your job and you start to go there, they say, oh, we don't accept it, but they accept Medicaid. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to know your lane and stay in it. If you have money, spend your money. When you get old, you either deadlift, leave it, and it become deadlift for somebody else to use and fight over. Or it become where they tell you spend it on your medication until it's done, then they help you. And not only that, if you have to go into a rehab or place where you need a senior you need around the clock, and you have your little house and your little bank account, nobody go withdraw it because they're going to get it from you. They're going to take it. They will take it and use it until you have nothing, and then they give you back what you deserve or you work hard for. We're living in a world that is upside down. The only person who could make joke right now is Donald Trump. The rent is high. People are sharing now. I heard that, and you know, one time, Vernice, people used to run to Florida and down south and Atlanta because they said the rent is cheaper. You think they're stupid? The more we run there and build it up, they see a need now to put up the prices because now they're in demand. Don't get fooled. They know how to catch us. Sometimes you have to stay where you are and fight for change. or just move to some place where it's less. But the minute you run gone someplace else, we say better quality of life. But let me tell you something. Everywhere you go have its ups and downs. Yes, Caroline, we need to do that. So we need to sit down and find out how we can be at those tables. And I start by saying, I want to go and visit the DA because I want to see the workload they have there, the cases they have there, how they operate every day. Because with all these crimes you hear happening, crime in Manhattan, crime in the Bronx, every morning you wake up, it's like, don't read your Bible. Your Bible is the word that coming from the media, telling you how much people were killed last night, killed this afternoon, killed in the midnight. If you go and St. Croix or St. Thomas, who just get shot, who they kill, and you go to St. Kitts, who get robbed, who get killed, you go to Antigua. Oh, it's the same problem we have down here. So you know what I think? I think we're copycats. Oh, they do it in New York. And if you talk about St. Kitts, oh, don't talk about St. Kitts because they do it up there too. So that means it's okay to do it down there. What in the world is wrong with us as a people? You're supposed to be able to go to your country and visit and feel so good when you're home because everything is just different. Do not allow what happened in America to come there. And if you try to move home, they say, oh, you go away and you wait till you're old to come back home, come live. And you go away. People went away to make a better life and to come back home and build houses and live better and relax in the country of their birth. Nothing wrong with that. But you guys sit down and you all don't pay attention to what's going on. Stop thinking it's okay because it's happening in America. Make your country different, that when people in America come to the islands, they feel like, wow, it's so good to be here. The food is fresh. The atmosphere is fresh. They walk freely. One thing I could say, I give it up for St. Kitts. I think, yes, we have places in St. Kitts where you don't want to be walking at night. Things happen every place you turn. But I'll be very honest. I have seen tourists walking in our country in St. Kitts and Nevis where you want to know if they live there and what they know about it. They just feel free. They come off the ship, they walk like they know the islands. They feel free, and that's good. So if tourists will come in our country and feel good and walk good, we as a people supposed to live good with each other and walk good and feel free, that our neighbor would not rob us, kill us, or stab us. You have a problem, argue with your neighbor. Tell your neighbor how you feel. Go over the neighbor fence and cuss her out and call her the favorite words them where you all use home. Nothing sounds sweet, so when island people are cuss you out. But why you all have to feel that you have to pull a gun to solve an issue? Can't we all just talk to our children? Can't we all, when our kids come in and you hear a 17-year-old kill somebody, when your 17-year-old come in, sit down at the table and say, let's have a conversation? You guys don't do that. You know what you say? Who not my children them? My children them ain't so stupid to do nothing like that. And when your children are found with it, then you all sit down and say, well, I can't believe my child could have do that because me Lord Jesus have mercy. People, I am urging you. I am not perfect. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a woman who says, I got engaged to be married. Something some of you don't do 4 and 5 times. Something some of you wish you can do. Some of you wish I could find a man. And if I say, then you don't be happy for me so God could bless you, or ask me, Avril, how you find this man? What did you do? So I could educate you. Because some of you thinking the way you are, I'll get a man. And everybody, listen, there's a man out there for everybody, you know. Because island people have a thing to say, that a stick a bush, right? Everybody got somebody. And even when they find that somebody don't want them because they want something better still. And some of you think because you put on your little wig like mine and you dazzle up and you go pay tummy tuck and you tuck in yourself and your waistline look like 2 inch and you bottom them out there and you breast them up in the air. That's what man want. Baby man gonna look on you. It's just like when you go to the store and you have no money at Macy's, but you walk up and I'm gonna peep through the window and you window shopping, but you're not buying. Don't fool yourself. Okay? All I'm telling you guys, stop make mockery out of life. Be a woman, so a man could still find woman. The man them say the woman them out here don't have no class. I saw them talk about we. Miranda, my ambassador, good night to you all the way from Connecticut, sweetheart. The men them say the woman them done. My son is 29 years old and he tell me, Mom, if I don't have no kids, I don't care. I shame like a dog. That mean me not gonna be grandmother? Because he said the girls, them out here don't want nothing right now. I said, but if you have to understand, is where to find good woman. He said, Mom, I'm not looking for none. If I don't have no kids, I don't have no kids. I'm glad in a way, because in 2026, if you're not paying child support, mothers now becoming grandmothers and they're becoming mothers all over again. I am not doing it. We have too much pain here. I no sleep good last night. Wake up miserable tomorrow. Me can't take on too much stress right here now. Every time I turn around, somebody kills somebody. Every day I'm getting paranoid. You ever wake up and you're going outside and you say, God, cover me. You're panicking. You're in a panic mood. You have anxiety because you don't know if you're safe on the bus, safe on the train, safe on the airport. Just even driving. People like me will drive slow. You see, when they blow me up and they want to pass, I don't pull over and let them go. Vernice. I cannot afford to argue with nobody. You don't know what's in the seat next to them. You go and go call somebody idiot. And that one man you call an idiot, take out gunshot you and keep going. And guess what Celia France is? The funny thing about it, when they don't shot you in road rage, they not stop. Because guess what? The license plate that's on the car, not even real. So when you go tell police the license plate is this, they don't change it before they go over the toll. People, learn the tricks of what's going on in this world today and save yourself. Some of you go out here and you are always ready to war, even on social media, you know. Somebody says something, oh, you're nothing but an idiot, you this, you that, you calling people name because you're just using your finger to type. At the same finger, them hold the trigger. You walk down the street and the same people look on you and say, you call me idiot on Facebook, or you call me idiot on this. Let me tell you something. Stop let social media turn you into social media fools. You all doing a whole lot of things out there that are going to come back to haunt you people later. Use it as you're talking to your neighbor. Stop going out there doing nonsense, tossing people out because you all feel you live in Florida and they in St. Kitts or they in Jamaica. You don't know them, they don't know me. The world is small. They don't know you, they know your family member. Somebody go and say, you know the lady that was cussing you? You know that's Mistress Ryan, the lady down the road with the blue sink on the top, with the bathroom outside. That's her daughter. Next thing they go harass your grandmother because the grandchild in America accost them on social media. Fight, life is too sweet and it's short. Enjoy it. Why in God's name you all sit there and tell me over and over and over, you guys are not getting it, that you cannot let social media mess with your life. You all put on all kind of stupidness, a up and a carry on, like man I watch you on social media, man I laugh off for you, because some of you don't have no common sense to know. You're a grandmother, and every day, wish me good luck. I'm a, why you call it glam, because I'm not, so I'm pronouncing it wrong. And you're behaving like you're a 21-year-old. I am so disappointed in some of the things I see. And when you pull yourself away and you start going here and doing this and doing that, then some of you sit down and say, she thinks she this, she thinks she that. I am selective where I go and what I support, just like some of you. How many are you out there I never see at no event I go to? You guys don't support. But give them a free fish fry where they go hang out and wine up all night and carry on. That's what they live for. And if that's what you live for, I can't tell you come go church with me. Cause you gonna say, me no go church. Fire upon the pastor, them they're thief, them are this, them are that. But you want to invite me to your party. You see who keeping me right now is God. And I am not going to sabotage my life for nobody foolishness. If you don't love me for who I am, I can't love you for who you are. I love you with a Christ-like spirit and I respect you. But I'm asking you as a people out there, respect people for the life they live. You guys want to sit down, oh, she thinks she this and she thinks she that. Because you trying to live someplace, something different from them. But the minute they get sick, pray for me. Pray for me, aunt, because she's going through this. Nobody pray for you. Me tell you that right now. Stop putting up pray for me on social media. Nobody waste time to pray for nobody. It better you come on and say, listen, I'm going through this right now. So if you don't see me, you know, nobody really pray to him. The minute they come off of Facebook, they don't even remember they're supposed to pray for you because they done gone through 20 different people page, go read the post, all nosy up in a people. You think they got time to pray for you? Get your people them now, who is your friends and your family that you talk to regular. Send those pray to them. Say, remember to pray for me because I'm going through this. The people you could talk to, those are who you send it to. When me come on Facebook and me put up what me I go through, it's just to share with you that I'm human and I'm going through things just like somebody else. When you lay in a hospital room, not everybody gonna come see you, and if they walk in, be careful. The minute they come out of the hospital room, Lord, she don't look good tall, her face lean, and the person was laying down on the side, you know, her face lean. I wonder if she had a stroke. You know, I think she had a stroke. And the next friend, it's possible, you know, they say she man give her a lot of trouble. You become the talk of social media gang now. And you don't see them the next day. Lord, I was supposed to come back to look for you, no, but things get so bad. They only want the one trip to see what's going on with you. And after that, they don't check on you. They don't call. They don't send. They don't see who coming to send you something. They don't even call you after that. You just don't hear from them. Because they see what they wanted to see. Your face lean. I see when the nurse came in, she couldn't even walk to go to the bathroom by herself. The nurse had to help her. She must be had an abortion. I wonder if she lose a baby because her stomach had looked very big. Did you see her stomach? How the stomach was big? I think she was pregnant, you know, and you're all 50 years old. But they still say you look like you were pregnant. Let me tell you something. I come here then. Yes, Bernice. That is why I keep a low profile, you know. Bernice, you have to keep your circle with the people them around you who got your back. Just keep it. I went to a 60th birthday party Friday night, and I went there to help out the young lady. And she said, remember, I don't have much friends. You know who was there? Her few sisters and brother and all her co-workers that work with her, because she don't really have much friends. But it was so beautiful. When I came home, I made note out of it, something that God whispered in my spirit for my big wedding day. So sometimes God put you in places, it may not be big, but he give you a message right there. My people, I encourage you guys, don't get caught up out here with the wrong people, because you're going to always be going down the wrong path. Girl, family, Bernice, if you get married and if you're dead, remember when you're dead, you know, to whisper to them. You don't listen. You see the repast. That's a whole different thing, and they go. That's a whole different thing. But Bernice, family is not your blood, because you cannot choose your family. You're born into it. Yes. And how they behave towards our sicknesses, don't worry about them, man. That's why God put them in certain situations so they could understand. Let me tell you something. And as I say this, family is not the blood. You're born into it. You had no choice. You cannot decide who your blood family is because you're born into it. But some of your family will take you out of this world. Some of your family sit on a light lamp for you. Some of your family sit on and wish you fall. Some of your family sit down and say, look, Panchi, but the Avril show. Me no watch she. Me don't care to watch no Avril show. I don't care about Avril. Avril ain't nobody special. I think it's from me now. Please. Avril not come out of nowhere special. You're not born in rich family. You not come up in rich family. And don't think they're going to ever look at you as rich. Jackie Pan, if they know you come out as St. Kitts, Nevis, Antigua, wherever, and they remember they come America before you, and when they leave home, they remember you used to walk without shoes, and you had one pair of jeans and pop the t-shirt, and you got church even in it. The minute you come America and go school and better yourself and doing good, as soon as you come on social media like me and put on a little cheap wig and just spray it up and it look good, oh please, you take on she. You know where she come from? She from the country, you know. Please, me know when they done with you, you ain't gonna know if it's clock strike or if it's lightning. Them chat about you like a dog, they bring you down, they're not gonna pull you up. You see this show? I have helped so many people through this little show called the Avril Show, which is the biggest show around town, because it have helped people, it have strengthened people, it have encouraged people. So nobody can tell me about what show is big. Because you have 10,000 views doesn't mean you have 10,000 supporters. You could have 10,000 people watch your show because of what you bring. And when you need the support, you don't even have 2 people to send you $1. So do not worry about how much people on your page. Because let me tell you something. When TikTok tell me somebody following one of your friends on TikTok, I say, who cares? TikTok is a snitch. You go on there, you don't want nobody to know you on there. All you hear come up on your phone. Oh, your friend Gloria Bent is on TikTok. Gloria Bent tell you she want you to know that she on TikTok. You see, the world we live in is a world of confusion. And you got to live your life and straighten up your life before AI and all these things don't live life for you. Take control out of your life, your children's life, and your grandchildren's life. Because let me tell you something, as I said, when my son say, if he don't have kids, he don't care. At his age, he knows what's going on out in the street. He know what the young people is all about. Not all of them. And some of we parents send our children to college and they come back home, and as they land back home, they get a child. You got to now go babysit child. And the children, them disrespect you while you babysit the kids. Let me tell you something. You hear me? I could sit here and talk all night, but I realize talking forever. Some people have short span. They will log on here you for 5 minutes and they go and go see what's going on over here and what's going on over here. They don't have time. They miss half. You know how much people tell me, I watch your show, but I didn't hear when you said that. And I didn't know, because they don't have time to sit down and listen to you, because they're all over the place like the virus. We're down in Manhattan. They're all over the place. And guess who they're watching? Somebody in some other country, we don't know them. Somebody where at work. Somebody where talk nonsense. Some doctor where come on and I tell them take this for this. All kind of stupidness on social media. If you don't have common sense, you're going to get lost. Some of you going to drink something, eat something, we're going to poison you inside. Because as soon as a white person come talk something, they sound better than Avril. But if Avril come on and tell you about this, what Avril know about that? Avril a doctor, but all the fake doctors them were out there tell you what to do. You all listen to them. That's why I come here. This is called my community talk. And I urge you guys to share the show. You know much people say to me, I miss your show because I'm not your friend on social media, so I don't get to see your show. And some of them send me friend requests and me delete it. Me don't want them on there. Because some only coming on because they're not your friend and they can't see everything you post. You understand? Some people, you got to keep them out of your house, off of your social media page, because of them a burn lamp for you. Social media is supposed to be a place where you socialize, you get information, and you do whatever you want to do in your spare time. You don't need to have 5,000 friends, because I guarantee you, half of them will watch me put up my little ring and say I'm getting married. You know, they just read it and they would have never hit like. To them, I wonder who the man is. I'm going to put up the man for you too. But I chose not to, because if you have to see the man to believe that me say me I get married, then me not put up the man until I ready. Nobody control how I do what I do. I'm living a life for me, not for you. We got to respect the way people do things. Some people, you need to live your life private, because the minute things look like it going good for you, the amount of bad talk and the amount of bad wishes out there upon your life, you're surprised to know you wake up every day and you're in pain. And you see where all this pain come from. The bad mind them probably just not like when people wash more upon you, you know. So keep yourself to yourself. Keep yourself out of people mouth. Put what you want to put out there. Nobody boast and show off on social media. Because if you come talk about God bless you with a new pot to cook your porridge in, if they wouldn't even like, they wouldn't even say, oh, God is good. But let a celebrity put out that they just buy a new house. Oh my God, congratulations. And the celebrity don't know them. Celebrity don't even care about them. They're glad that you do that, because now Facebook will support the celebrity, because they realize they have a lot of followings and they want to advertise on their page because of we are big them. You think they will big up the Apple show? No. But they don't realize if you pour into me, I'm able to pour into somebody else like you. Me and you that know each other. But you all are so bad mind that you all wish I just stay right here. And I will stay right here. And I am happy about staying right here, because while I'm right here, God is using me. Just remember, God is using me. So don't think I am just here to talk. I'm here because every day I wake up and I see God bless me and He's using me. I realize that I have a reason to help somebody else. And on August 29th in Co-op City from 12 to 7 p.m., come out there. Co-op City gonna turn up. Good entertainment, music, vendors. You're gonna hear more. I'm gonna post it. But there's so much going on. I like to be out. Carl Hasty had his barbecue. Me no want to talk about that. Dr. Gloria Bent was over there giving out water all day with watermelon in it and a mint bush and this and that and whatever she give you to drink. The music, the entertainment, the environment, the people, it just feels so, it felt so good. Me say me never see, this is between me and I, you know, who listening, I never see Dr. Bent had to give me water to drink, because I never see so much food in my life. Fish, one load of fish. Even when it finished and people leave, they're bringing in jerk chicken. I said to the Assembly Speaker, Carly Hasty, thank you. And everybody just said thank you to the vendors and Carl Hasty. Right here, me talk about it, right? Just say thank you, Speaker Carl Hasty, because if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't make it possible for Dr. Bent and everybody to come out and showcase there. So you thank him. I thank him. When they do good, thank them. You understand? And the mayor came, you know? Our mayor, sure, the mayor came. But it's nice that he didn't forget that when he wanted the vote, that those people and we was there to greet him and welcome him to the same cookout. And he came back last Saturday. It was good. So to everyone who came out, I behaved so nice. I didn't even have on long wig. I had on a short wig, so they don't recognize me, but they did. And it felt so sad when I see the mother of the young lady that was killed in the same park, Haffin Park. She came and she hugged me. And I saw her, the councilman, Kevin Riley, spend time with her. It just felt so hurtful that the woman has to walk into the park, that they murder her daughter. I had to give her strength, and I have to stay in touch with her. People like her, I stand behind, because I know what it feels like. Crystal Baker, you vote them in, Crystal, but when I say thanks, He didn't have to do the cookout, Crystal. If he didn't do the cookout, I would not see you there wine and go down and I do your little easy wine when the Jamaican reggae come on. So you don't appreciate the fact that, you know, he did something to bring us all together. I don't see you that often. Because maybe if it was a show, event I was doing and it was $120 ticket, a lot of people would have said, Lord, I couldn't come because I don't have the money. So if you get a free event where the assembly speaker put on that bring us together as a people, nothing wrong with saying thank you to Speaker Carly Hasty. Nothing wrong with saying that. Voting for them don't mean they get in there and they have to do anything. That's why we don't have to say thanks. Crystal, I respect you. I respect your opinion. And I respect the cooks and everybody and all the vendors that came out. Because me say when me leave out of them, my belly full with jerk chicken and rice. Me eat free. I was full. And Gloria Ben, thank you for your infused water and the stuff them that you're selling. I need more of that because you got some stuff there that you get into that company, you need to tell people. So I'm going to get some to show people what I'm taking. And I didn't take nothing to lose weight. Okay, all I did, thank you so much, Vernice. All I did was stop eating certain things. And I could show you all my diet. It's not a diet because it's going to be me for the rest of my life eating this way. I'm greedy bad. And, you know, I will eat porridge all day, but how I cook my porridge now is different. So I don't even go on the street and buy porridge anymore because how I do it is completely different. So I'm saying to you, my people, I love being here talking, getting dressed up, put on my wig and come here and do this show with you. It's not a Facebook live show, but I come to Facebook just to interact with you, my people. And I like when you're honest. So Crystal Baker, I love your honesty. I would never hate you for your honesty. That's how you feel. And I should respect that. And if everybody would really say how they feel, it would make this world better. Don't be a hypocrite. Speak truth to power. And I'm here tonight to tell you everything I talk about. Oh, my friend Cheryl DeWitt, sorry you just join in when I'm getting ready to say goodnight, or feel free to listen to the program all over again and feel free to share it. It was nice seeing you, Cheryl, always my supporter. And when I don't see my supporters, I know something is wrong because I know who supports me. Okay, so again, on behalf of Assembly Speaker Carly Hasty, thank you for helping me to come out and enjoy the community, the great music, the weather was nice, the food was there, everything. It was just the environment for me. I was so comfortable. I sit on the bleachers and I nearly don't go home. It was so comfortable. Medical nutrition. Yes, so we'll talk about that. So Janet Dixon, I love you too. You gave me a heart. Paula Morrison, you hear what you're going to just tell me? You're late. Well, Paula, watch this show all over again so you could hear for yourself what I was speaking about. And if you're going to be late to come watch my show, you cannot come to my wedding because nobody walk into my wedding late. You're not walking there late. You have to be in there before I come. If not, you have to go back home. Okay? So no bother with it. Yes, you will watch the replay. Thank you so much, Cheryl DeWitt. You always support me in everything that I do. And on Saturday, I can't wait to see Shirley Ferran and the team on Saturday. I'm not saying where I'm going is none of your business. If I want to go, ask me and I will invite you guys with me. But don't ask me just to be in my business because you all ain't going to pay money and come with me. I'm going with my seniors. We're going to enjoy ourselves on Saturday. Paula, why don't you come? Send your mother with me. If you can't come, send your mother. No, your mother, no, you know that. She's just too quiet and laid back. I want people who just, But anyway, the show is done. And I tell you, without you people, I couldn't do this. I speak on different things tonight, but I want to speak to my Bronx District Attorney. I want to speak to our Assembly Speaker Carly Hasty, our Senator Jamal Bailey, Councilman Kevin Riley, and when they have their meetings, I am asking you guys, please come out to the meeting when the councilman have his meeting and sit down when he bring these people out to give us information that we need to hear about. I urging you to come out and get involved so we could change the community in which we live. So we could stop complaining about the sidewalk them. We become car wash. And the fire hydrant them, we flood out the street and everything that is not supposed to be. And the businesses them we're closing down, and the ones them that coming in and the building that. Listen to me. You heard it here tonight, here on the Avril Show. Good night to you, Curlin, and everyone who tuned in and was with me from the beginning to the end. That's what makes this show what it's all about. It's always a pleasure. And for the few people that watch me on YouTube, I thank you, because I don't promote the channel enough, but few people find it and watch it. So if you subscribe there, I can do better on YouTube. But you guys just don't subscribe, so you won't know where to find me. And then when I'm not on Facebook, you're going to say, I don't see the show because you haven't subscribed to YouTube. Okay? So on behalf of the Avril Show, I can't thank you enough. But I also want to thank the people and the businesses that make it possible for me to be here.
Thank you so much for watching me, being a part of this program, and I hope to see you joining me again next week, same time. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. This is Avril telling you, I'm out.